Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2024 Iron Man Retro Card Wave Model 9 Iron Man. Is this really the Model 9 Iron Man or is it the Model 10? What's with your model numbers, Hasbro? You're supposed to make Iron Mans and do a little bit of research. Anyway, I am excited for this one. I have wanted a Space Boots Iron Man or an updated Space Boots Iron Man for a long time. I call it that. I don't think anybody else calls it that. But anyway, on the side of the packaging, nothing going on the back. You can see the yellow print right over there. Swap the parts. There's a read up over there. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Nothing on this side, nothing on the top or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So here's the Iron Man figure out of the packaging, and it doesn't look bad, but it's just not my favorite look for Iron Man. It seems like we have our gold and shiny red versions, and then when we get our more matted yellow or glossy yellow and glossy red, and this is the glossy yellow and glossy red that I'm not as much of a fan of as just straight up gold and metallic candy red. I just prefer that more so. I don't think one is a little bit more right than the other. It kind of just all depends on how you interpret the artwork, and it also depends on the artist, right? But anyway, let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. So we've seen all of these accessories before, except for these ones right here. I didn't expect to see these in the packaging for some reason, and I was just talking about having new effects with our figures yesterday in the Count Nefaria review. But yeah, these still look really good, and I honestly do prefer them over the new accessories as much as I appreciate having new accessories. Unfortunately, the repulsor blasting hands do not have a hinge. We've seen those before, but I do like that they painted the black in those seams throughout, so that's very cool to see. And with the fisted hands as well, they both have the hinges right over here moving that way, and then you have these new smoky effects, which are pretty cool. This almost like something that we'd seen with Detroit Steel, but yeah, it's new, right? Ooh, can you port this through here like that? Is that meant to? I feel like it's meant to. No, that would be dumb. But I think the Detroit Steel figure had a port in like that is kind of how it went. So yeah, this is not that thing. It's a brand new one, and each side is different, so they're not exactly the same. I thought they were just mirrored, but they are not. So it really does upset me when Hasbro does not do their homework and they just don't do the simple act of researching what these model numbers are supposed to be. Now, I don't blame them for not knowing it off the top of their head. I don't know them off the top of my head. Sure, okay, I'll give you that. But I do have a Google machine, and I know you have a Google machine too. So you just use your Google machine instead of asking somebody just really quick down the hall, like, hey, what model is this? I think it's 9. Okay, we'll put 9 on the packaging. Majority of their focus is on the figures. I would prefer that than getting the names right. But even with this figure, I don't like the marbling that I'm seeing over here. You can see it disappears when you get to the lower abs right over there. So you get marbling up top here, no marbling there. So I don't like that. I do like the deco right here for the arc reactor. And then I just wanted to compare this one to the other Model 9 or Model 10 that we'd gotten from Hasbro from the Iron Man 3 movie wave. You can see inconsistencies with the shininess over there, but we get the gold in the arc reactor. We get this nice little glowing reflective thing going on right over there. The yellow is very flat. I prefer the gold and the shiny red on this, but I have to say that since we'd already gotten this before with the shiny gold and the shiny red, I do appreciate them going with the softer yellow and softer red right over here, even though I do prefer this. Does this make sense? Just because it's different. I like the colors on this more. I like the sculpt and articulation on this figure more, and we'll get into that in a moment. We have some reused arm pieces over here, new stuff over here, reused hands, some reused legs. You can see the pins sticking out right over there. I think this is new. You can see some marbling once again. Does he have a marbly butt? A little bit of marbling in the butt. And then there's looking at the back, and then you get the big old space boots right here, which you can see have some decent articulation, and you get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Hold on a second. And are these marble lines directed on purpose? Like they're going in the same direction right over here. Do you see that? It's a little bit. Do they have a way of manipulating the marbling lines? I don't know, but it looks like they have right over here. Again, not everything on this is new, but I'm going to go over the articulation because there's enough new. You can see that the head will move up that far, and you can get it to look down that far. You get side-to-side motion and a little bit of head wobbling. I do like having the hinge in there, and then you do have these attached to the pin inside the body, so you could rotate these shoulders all the way around. You You can move these outward and above the 90-degree mark by a little bit and down. And then you get the bicep swivel. You get the pinless double-jointed elbows. They bend in that far. All the hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. And then you have the ab crunch forward and ab crunch back. Waist cut. Hips move outward. And then they do get a little bit floppy on me. When I try to get them into flying poses, I feel like it's this left leg will droop down. See that? See, that's a little bit annoying because we have these big, heavy boots right over here. Anyway, a kick forward, back a tiny bit, upper thigh cut. Then we have the pinned double-jointed knees right there. We get rotation at the boot, and then we have ankles that move down the tiniest bit. They move up quite a bit, which is really nice to see. And you can't move them side to side, but you get a little bit of ankle pivot in there, which is way more than the 0 ankle pivot we got over here. These just rotated side to side, but at least they're able to sneak in some ankle pivot. I wish some parts of this shoe was a little bit thinner in the plastic, and I didn't mention the black lining all painted over there. I do like that, but yeah, at least there's some ankle pivot, but still... there we go. I just popped it off completely, damn it. So without popping it off, they'll bend in that much. And to measure out this Iron Man, you can see that he is standing just a little bit over 6.5 inches tall. And then for your Model 10 or Model 9 or Model whatever Iron Man, you could see we have the Iron Man 3 movie version next to this one. Or this wasn't in the movie, but you know what I'm saying. It was from that wave. And yeah, the sculpt, definitely better. Articulation, definitely better. I just like these paint apps more. But again... I am happy that Hasbro did offer something different as far as the aesthetics or the paint scheme goes than what they did over here, even though I really do wish that this was painted like that. But I don't know. I appreciate this still. Maybe I could customize this one. I don't know. But what do you guys think? Would you have preferred this being released with the same colors that this one has? Or would you prefer this look right over here? And then to compare this Iron Man next to a couple other Iron Mans that we've recently gotten from Hasbro, we have the hologram Iron Man and we have the cartoon modular Iron Man, which, damn, I wish that head wasn't so big. But yeah, these also have that very cartoony look to the plastic, which I think does look a bit on the cheap side. This is the only one that has that translucent marbling going on. I don't know what the deal with that is. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not. It doesn't look like it was on purpose, though, to me. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to put some Tony Stark heads on here. We got a mullet Stark. I don't know. I figured I'd start with that one. Oh, it's kind of it's tough to get on there, but yeah. There you go. That fits on there okay. I feel like this one right here is my favorite. I like this one the most. And there we have the Charles Bronson head sculpt. So yeah, all three of those fit on there nicely. Then here's our Model 9 or Model 10 Iron Man figure. I'm just going to keep calling it Model 9 since that's what it says on the box. Anyway, you can see it compared to the other figures from this wave I already reviewed. Then here's the new Iron Man figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. And yeah, stop motion will be back. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're all having a good Saturday as well. If you liked this video and you're having a good Saturday, well, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're having a bad Saturday, hit that subscribe button because this channel will help cheer you up, no doubt. Good times to be had here on this YouTube channel, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This figure is cool if you're a completionist and you need all the Iron Man armors, and that's me. Like, I want all the armors. This is one that isn't necessarily a must-get, but, you know, being that the other quote-unquote Model 9 was so short and so out of scale compared to the other armors, I'm okay having an updated version, and it's been a long time. We're looking at, I think it was 11 years ago. So with that kind of gap, I think that warrants me purchasing another version of the same exact Iron Man. But you know what? Not everybody's going to feel that way, and if this is an easy pass for you, I could totally understand. But for me, as a collector, it made sense for me to pick this up, and I am happy to have it. It's just not that great, in my opinion. It just doesn't have the paint scheme that I'd rather see on it. I don't have any major gripes about it, though, to be honest with you. There's nothing about it that I think is just done terribly wrong, except for the marbling on the chest, which still confuses me. And the color scheme, it's like I'm not even mad at the color scheme. Even though it's not my favorite, I'm not mad at it. So at the price point of around 25 bucks, I'm going to give this Iron Man figure a Sud rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you think. So please, let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.